That's a poo. That's a poo. To it. Hey, hey, hey. Good to see everybody. Peace and blessings. That's a poo. That's a poo. This is an awesome, awesomely auspicious day. I trust that everyone watching, hearing within my voice are utilizing the tools that we are sharing here. The Kemetic Aha and Sama Association afford you an opportunity to most specifically maintain your health. And I don't just mean maintain your health because we're dealing with COVID. I mean maintain your health because a person wants to change your health status, an animal wants to change your health status, or a bacteria, a virus, a microbe. The tools that we have enable you the opportunities to address the core issues impacting your life. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go through, we're going to bow in, we're going to knock out that Asar Stance like we do, which combines the different psychic energy channels, which opens the primary yin and yang channels, energy channels in the body, which affords you an opportunity to feel tapped in, centered, rooted, and still connected to the cosmos. After we get our Asar Stance in, we'll get to our Qigong, we'll get into the form, and our form is getting different now because you know what we're getting into. We're headed and moving towards the great conjunction and the grand circuit of the sun as it comes around. And so we saved it for this time of year because this is the auspicious time when the light begins to return, and they talk about how the light vanquishes the darkness. And so you'll have a lot of different spiritual systems around the world that have a lot of symbolism that talk about light and about the role of light conquering darkness at this time. Okay? So we'll cover that more than likely in one of our Sundays with Seba. So let's find a place for us to get moving, get started, get yourselves up, get into the Asar, the Wu Chi position, and we'll get ready to go. Y'all ready? Let's roll. Okay. Here we go. And we can see the fetuses. Yes, we can see the fetuses today. All right. Wu Chi. Bellows breathing. Pyramid hands. Bowing in, we say to all the masters that have gone before us, we bow. Teacher to student, student to teacher. Pyramid hands. Shifting the weight to the right leg, coming up on the left toes. Stepping to the left, a little wider shoulders width. Balancing the weight between the legs. Sitting down, tucking the butt. Bring the hands into the Asar Stance position, 20 breaths. Get a little deeper for 4 breaths. Pyramid hands. Shift the weight to the right and slide the left foot into Wuchi position. Shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. All right, Wuchi position. Pyramid hands. Shifting the weight to the right. Stepping to your left, a little wider than shoulders width, heel first. Balance the weight between the legs, tuck the bottom. Holding the golden balls, toes, knees, and hands point the same direction. Rotate the palms into oneness. Breathing into the turtle. Out to the drawbridge. Point the hands between the legs, 2 breaths. Into oneness. Rabbit through the chute. Into oneness. And to elbows. We're gonna pick up the pace. Slow it down. Into oneness. Right hand on top of left hand, palms up, thumbs touching, hands and arms not touching the body. Rotate the left hand on top, palms are facing each other. See a ball of golden white light like the sun in between the palms of the hands. Into oneness. Into the turtle. Out to the drawbridge. Point the hands between the legs for 2 breaths. Into oneness. Pyramid hands. Shifting the weight to the right leg and sliding the left foot in to Wuchi. Let the hands come down. Shake it out. Opposite hand, opposite leg. All right. Feet parallel, shoulders width. And sink down as you exhale into the gathering. All right, we're gonna stop here. Bring the hands up into the cot position. 2 breaths. Palms facing forward, 2 breaths. All right. So here's how we're going to do this, okay? You're going to shift all the weight to your right leg. You're going to pivot on the left heel. You're going to shift that weight. You're going to step forward with the right. Come back. It's not how we do it. We want to do it with the left leg forward for the newbies. So you're going to shift the weight. You want your left leg forward. So you're going to shift the weight to your right leg. You're going to pivot on that. Shift your weight, pivot on the right heel. You're going to take this left foot and step forward. The hands are here. And turn the hands back. Shift the weight back to the right leg. The hands are here. Right hand forward. Left hand, right hand out in front of the heart. Left hand out from the center. Elbows down. All the weight is on the right foot. 4 breaths. Stepping back. Pivot on that right foot. Bring the hands down. We're going to come here. Going to bring them here together. Interlace the fingers and the palms out here. Going to raise the hands to the heavens 8 times. Here we go. 1. Last one. Let the arms come down. Breathing in, bring the right hand up. Breathing out, switch hands. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Keeping that left hand up, breathing in, bring the right hand up. Breathing out, both hands come down. And we go into swinging arms. And let them swing. All right. Sinking down as we open the chest. Check it out. All right. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Palms facing each other. Right on top of left. Shift the weight to the right and turn. Switch the hand and pivot. Waving hands like clouds. Front and center. Sun rises. Ward off right and left, 4 breaths. 4 breaths to grasp the bird's tail. Stepping back and shake it out. All right, real quick. So get this straight. We can make sure that we're getting these feet as we go through this part of the form. All right. So you want your feet parallel, shoulders width. Now that we've done the exercises to get the body warm, to get the body prepared for movement, we're going to go through the form to push, and then we'll start over and we'll review what we're doing in terms of getting into twirling the arms. We're going to go over the feet in terms of going into single transition into single whip. Once we get the feet done a couple times, then we're going to go into what the arms are doing as you come around, okay? All right. Sinking down, sun rises. Let's go. All the way to push. Push. And then we sink back. And watch the sink back. Push. The sink back. All the way goes to that right leg, that left leg, as you come back. You push off the right leg, and the weight should be resting on the left. Okay. Shake it out. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Exhale as we're sinking down. And we're going to go through the foot movements for the transitions. And I'm just exaggerating so you can see the placement of the foot. Hands come up. You're at the height of the shoulders. All the weight is on the left leg. You're going to pick up the right toes. So your heel is the right heel is making contact with the ground. You're going to pivot 90 degrees. Place that right foot down on the ground. The body is turning. You're going to continue to let it turn. It's going to bring you around and you pivot on that back heel. being the right heel. And the weight is forward. Okay. Now we're going to break that down. So I want you to face this direction here, like we're doing the push. Let me get you there. It's our first time. So we're going to treat it like y'all just started with me in March, April. And so this is new movement. And so we'll walk you through from the beginning. All right. And this is different circumstances. So we need a little more repetition, specifically because we're not in physical proximity. And that helps a bit. But what I want you to see here is that no part of the body is absolutely still, and the movement is generated by the feet. The waist is command expressed. See, the expression is through the arms and hands. Back here, toe up, 90 degrees. See how this turns here? And you come around. And you pivot on that back heel as the weight is forward. Okay? Shake it out. Opposites. Okay. Now, when we go through it this time, we got the feet. So I'm going to call the feet out. But what I want you to do is to pay attention to what the arms do, because we're setting it up so that we can, because while the legs are in transition, the hands are also transitioning. So the waist is moving. And because the waist is moving, the arms are shifting as well. So we want you to get that and understand that. And this is why we spend so much time being focused on Asar Stance, being between 10 minutes and 15 minutes. Because if you know that your feet are okay, and you know that your legs are okay, and you're able to sit down on those legs and not worry about where the next step is coming from, because you know the ground isn't going to move. The ground is the ground. It'll be there to support you. You will then be able to release the attachment to the earth for that moment and connect in your body with what we're going to have the arms do. Okay? So now let's go. Sink it down. Sun rises. We go into ward off to the right. Shift the weight. Grasp the bird's tail and stroke it. We're going to roll the ball and release it. Roll back. Press. Sinking back and push. Sinking back. Turn. Here. The hands come here. Left hand is like a crane beak. It's here. That left foot is on the ground at 90 degrees. This hand comes it's like it's holding a cauldron. So it's going to come around. And this hand is going to be here. It's holding the bottom of the cauldron. And this right hand is like it's stirring the cauldron. See here? It's going to come around and stir the cauldron. Okay? So while that happens, stirs the cauldron. Here it is right here is the step. You shift that weight, pivot, and that brings the arm around. This arm is out here. The body turns away from it, and we get into single whip. All right. We're going to shift that. All right. And so you end up here. All right, we'll try it again because we got the feet in the right positions. And so once the feet are in the correct position, then it's about how we shift the weight, turn the waist. And if we do it appropriately, the arms have no choice but to go in these positions. Sinking down, sun rises. And so because the arms are an expression, Pivot, take this, stir the cauldron. Okay. All right, we try it one more time. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Sinking down. Sun rises. Roll the ball. Roll back. Press. Push. And here we go. Stir the cauldron. Step and single whip. Okay. All right. Shake it out. KhASA squat. Simple half or full lotus. Okay. I'm moving back a little further today so you can see we're going to do breathing as long as your arms. Okay. So I want you to sit tall, 90-90 with the feet if you can, or if you're in simple half or full lotus, that works as well. Okay. You're going to take your right index finger, block off the right nostril, eyes are looking straight ahead. You're going to extend this left. Don't bring the shoulders up, let it relax. You're going to see the index finger in your left hand and your peripheral vision looking straight ahead. Here we go, breathing in. You're going to follow it with the eyes until you're cross-eyed. Out. I'm going to follow the right hand out. Around all the way with the peripheral vision. Head stays straight. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. 5 breath. Deep breath in. Out. Fire breath. Deep breath in. Out. 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 Both hands on top of the knees, hands down, breathing in, out, in, out, in, out. Fire breath. Deep breath in, chin down, and release. Out through the nose, in through the mouth, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth, cleansing breath, in through the nose, cleansing breath out through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the nose. Nostrils should be working together. Today, it is now time for our wisdom from the sages of the ages. And so what we'll be pulling from today is our favorite in terms of the Taijiquan, which is the essence of Tai Chi, the literary tradition. So this is our wisdom from the sages of the ages today. And it's a reminder that this is a way of life, a practice, a consistent commitment to a lifestyle change. So here we go. Clear the mind. All right. So here we go. There are many boxing arts, boxing, wrestling. There are many boxing arts. Although they use different forms, for the most part, they don't go beyond the strong oppressing the weak and the slow resigning to the swift. The strong defeating the weak and the slow hands ceding to swift hands are all results of the physical instinctive capacity and not of well-trained techniques. From the sentence, a force of 4 ounces deflects 1,000 pounds, we know that the technique is not accomplished with strength. The spectacle of an old person defeating a group of young people, how can it be due to swiftness? Okay, and that was from, that was from the, was it? That was from the Taijiquan Lun. All right, so I want to thank you for joining us today. And I want to say this one thing real quick for you so you really can grasp what I'm talking about. All right. This is unprecedented in terms of our lifetimes, what we are dealing with. So what that means is that it's not going to call for the same old, same old. We're going to have to reach inside and tap into our intuitive faculties, tap into our ancestral connections, tap into our creativity. And those are all tools that are accessible through doing what we have just done here today, to stimulate your creativity, to tap into the creative space. These are all tools that we've experienced here today to utilize that. Okay? So please stay safe. And by stay safe, I don't mean do things that help you feel safe. I want you to engage in behavior where you know you're safe, where you're able to be safe. Your beingness is safe. And safe doesn't mean free from mortality. What safe means is that you know the consequences of your actions. And for those things where you do not know the consequences of your actions, you are prepared to step into the light and walk forward, knowing that if you step correctly, you step correctly. If you step incorrectly, again, we have practiced our Tai Chi walk, our ancestral walk. We know that the weight doesn't come till after we put it down and know that there is support. So we know how to walk. So now we need to apply the things that we know to our everyday lives. And in Taijiquan, one of the things that we say is that it's not about how pretty it looks, it's what can you do. And so I don't want to hear about theoretical knowledge because that's not really important right now. It can be useful and productive when applied. So the things that you've learned, the things that we've gone over, apply them. This has been Sabah in Pu Kamut, Hemneche de Shamsu Amun Ra, coming to you live and direct with our Black Visions of Wellness and KhASA partnership wellness classes designed to bring you some mental health balance, emotional health balance, along with physical rejuvenation. So we hope that you are using these tools to garner those things, as well as to uplift your spirit and be in a place where you can serve and aid those around you. Tatepu, peace unto you. We say to all the masters that have gone before us, we bow. Teacher to student, student to teacher. Ashe, giving honor to our ancestors and paying homage and respect to the eternal witnesses of the earth and the sky. Say to you peace, life, health, and strength. Hatapu, Ankh Uja, Sana.